I, I wonder what my mugshot would look like. Would I try looking distressed or sexy?
I would put on red lipstick. I always keep red lipstick on me first thing. I mean, I always keep red lipstick on me in case I ever get arrested. Because I want to have it in my mugshot.
Why?
Because that's pretty. Red lipstick looks really good on me.
Period.
Yeah. If it ever blows up, I can always post it. I'll look cute. Yeah. That's literally the reason. I have red lipstick in my purse for this very reason. I don't go nowhere without it. In case
I'm glad I know that about you now.
Mm-hmm. I'm Nani.
And I'm Ant.
Join us on Law and Order as we unpack the hottest topics, trending lawsuits, and media buzz.
Take a listen as we cut through the noise to reveal fact and what's really going on.
Tune in for sharp insights and a fresh take on today's stories. Follow us everywhere for your dose of lore.
Did y'all miss us?
We're back.
We've been gone a little bit.
Guys, so we were supposed to have an episode out, this Tuesday, but we didn't because we didn't record like 2 weeks ago because I had to go to a funeral and a birthday party and a pool party all in 24 hours in Florida.
And tell us about that.
So, okay, I left straight from work and I went to Dulles, which I've never flown out of Dulles before. Really nice airport. So flew out of Dulles, got to Florida around 9, went
AM.
No, did I get to Florida around 9? No, PM.
Okay.
It was more like 10ish, like actually getting out of the airport.
Okay.
So I immediately got in the shower and went straight to bed. And then it was time to wake up, get ready for a memorial. It was my great uncle's memorial. He was cremated, but we had a memorial. It was only an hour. So it wasn't very long.
Yeah.
And then we didn't go to the repast we were going to, but my grandfather had a birthday. His birthday is the same day as a memorial.
Is that the brother of the...
No.
Okay.
2 different sides of the family.
Okay,
2 different sides of the family. So then after that, because we were at the birthday party for a while, from 2 to maybe 6 or something like that. And then my mom, we were in Florida, so she asked friends that she wanted to go and see. And one of her friends was having a pool party for her garden club or whatever. So it was actually really cute. But they were supposed to be swapping a gift exchange with garden supplies.
Oh, I love hobbies.
And she had some gifts, so she had to go and drop them off. So we were there for 30 minutes. And then after that, we went to chill at my uncle's house. They were watching college football or whatever. So I got to hang out with my uncles, my cousins or whatever for a couple of hours. And then it was time to go to bed and wake up in the morning and go to the airport. So I had a packed 24 hours.
Yeah, I would have been exhausted.
No, I was so exhausted. And then because the reason why we canceled, that episode is because technically we would have had a little time to film, but I came back that Sunday, but I think I texted you that Thursday and I was I'm not gonna be able to do it. I was just moving too fast. And then I also went to work that next, because I came in on a Sunday. I would have had to go to work that Monday. So I was just nah.
I think I was out of town too.
Yeah, you were out of town.
Yeah, I went to Seattle for work. Not as thrilling as the 24 hours you had. But yeah, I was in Seattle for work. There are so many people on drugs there. It's actually so sad to see. The fentanyl.
I think I've heard that.
It's bad.
Yeah,
and
the West.
I feel I don't really see people on drugs out here. No, it's everywhere. And the popping spots, it's everywhere. And they're, oh my gosh, people was huddled up in a corner, giving McDonald's for drugs. It was, I'm oh my gosh.
That's where the drugged out whites are though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's where the National Guard need to be. I'm just kidding. They need health services. But
I love the 180.
Yeah.
Slide a joke in there and be actually
addiction is a public health issue,
not a crime.
Criminal issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was actually jarring, but I liked Pike Marketplace. It has so many the flowers. I don't know if you heard of the flowers. Beautiful, and they're cheap. They're $10, $25. It's bouquets.
Did you go thrifting out there?
No, I didn't. I really didn't have time. But I could see it being good because we would pass through some thrift shops. What else? They have so many trinket shops.
Really?
Yeah, it would be some stores I wouldn't go into because I'm this looks like where you go into to leave with a curse.
Oh, but that's how I feel about Old Town. Like when you walk down that strip on
I
Old
can see
Town,
why you would say that.
there's like a bunch of shops that feel like maybe they're money laundering because like are these shops? I don't feel like they're never even open.
Bro, there's this pajama shop, which I'm like, this is definitely someone's father, like, gave his daughter and her friends a shop to money launder, because why are those pajamas like $100?
Where?
In Old Town.
Oh, is it called Bloom?
Yes.
Is it like
yes?
They're
so expensive. Yes. They're so I went in there and I was like, oh, let me leave.
Oh, this is not
because
my
they're not even just the most amazing pajamas ever. And I'm like, girl. Anyway, on to the next segment.
So we got some updates.
Finally, it's finally over. How long have we been talking about this?
Not Like Us came out May of last year.
I feel like that was during.
I know. Well, as a matter of fact, I know it came out Cinco de Mayo. I know for a fact Not Like Us came out Cinco de Mayo. Want to know how I know? Because I was drunk and I missed it. And when I woke up after being blackout, I was like, fuck. Actually, it would have came out May 4th.
Yep, that's what it says, May 4th.
Yep, it would have came out May 4th because I was blackout drunk, and when I woke up in the morning, the whole world was far ahead of me. But the case would have started, around December?
It started January.
Okay.
10 months. We've been talking about this for 10 months. But you guys, there's hope in the world. It's finally over. The Drake defamation case against UMG has been dismissed by a federal judge in New York. I was about to say New York City, but I actually don't know that. So, as you all know, Drake was suing UMG for defamation. They were bringing in Kendrick's music, saying they upped Kendrick's sales and all that good stuff. It really was giving hateration in the dancery. But thankfully, it's finally over. Judge Jeanette Vargas determined that the allegedly defamatory statements that were in Not Like Us, I believe, and in the lawsuit are non-actionable opinion, and they dismissed Drake's lawsuit against UMG. And one thing that I want to say about this is I hope that now people are finally like, which I know it won't happen, they're finally like, they don't just jump to, oh, you should shoot him for defamation. Drake tried to sue for defamation, and you see how it didn't work. Apparently, someone from Drake's team, a spokesperson for Drake, said that they plan on appealing the decision.
Oh God.
So we'll see how that goes. Apparently this will never, ever be over. Drake, so in the original lawsuit, Drake was alleging that UMG intentionally published and promoted Kendrick's song Not Like Us while knowing the song's insinuating that he had sexual relations with minors was false and defamatory.
But the thing about that really was because everyone was saying that, oh, after you get accused of something like this, it really sticks. But it's not just because Kendrick said it is the reason why it stuck. It was because Drake has done some very suspicious things. Like years ago, Bobby, what's the little girl name?
Millie Bobby Brown.
Oh, Millie Bobby Brown.
That's funny.
Yeah, when she was texting, Millie Bobby Brown on a red carpet was like, oh yeah, I text Drake, and she was like 14 years old at the time, and people thought that was weird.
The judge also was saying that while the song kind of like insinuates and kind of explicitly accuses Drake of being a pedophile, set to a catchy beat and propulsive bass line, she did conclude that a listener would not take the song to be factual, which is true. I feel like a lot of people were like, oh yeah, this is just rap, he didn't do all that stuff. Because remember, guys, let's go back to all those episodes that we had on defamation. You have to have suffered like actual damage. And so Drake hasn't lost, as far as we know, there's no explicit evidence that he's lost out on any deals or whatever, or that people actually believe it. Yeah, exactly. Or that people are actually like believing it. So he wasn't able to show that. I think it's kind of stupid for him to appeal the decision. Just let it go. Everyone is saying, everyone's saying from this, but apparently he has a lot of it. So hey, instead of added more Birkins and Chanel's to that
closet,
that
that
closet
empty
that he
closet.
has that is for his future wife one day. He's spending it on the attorneys. So it is what it is. We'll see how far like the appeal goes, but yeah, how do you all feel now? Glad it's over.
Are we done? Can we be done?
Can we be done? Drake,
Okay.
can we be done?
Please.
All right. So the next case update we have is on the Anthony Edwards and Aisha Howard, their whole custody, not actually a custody battle thing, because he's giving up his rights. Right? So now I guess he's saying,
is he actually?
Yeah, no, he did.
Oh.
Yeah, this is now, but just because you gave that up doesn't mean that
you're not financially responsible.
Exactly. Okay. So I think now they're still trying to like figure out like what the payment will be and all this other stuff. Apparently in court documents filed on September 30th in LA, Anthony Edwards' legal team accused Howard of turning the custody case into public entertainment. His attorney did state that she was online posting and claiming that the case was very much open to the public to look into, suggesting that she intended for the dealings of the case to be consumed by an online audience. And so she took to the internet to essentially like go off on him for claiming all that stuff. Like he was essentially trying to say like this whole thing is like for clout and attention and stuff like that, which doesn't even matter in the case. Like that literally, like that has nothing to do with anything. Like, are you saying, hey, she's just trying to do this? What?
Also, Fish Swim.
Yeah,
like Fish Swim. You knew who you was dealing with when you was dealing with them. Like you knew the type of girl that she was. Yeah. Like Fish Swim.
Yeah, like I'm so at first. You know, it was a situation where like that guy who's dating Drea.
Oh.
Yeah, where it was just like dang, like she really like 40 something and he's the same age as her son. And it's like you kind of, or I would be like, dang, I kind of feel bad for him. But then I'm quickly like, no, he wanted to mess around with his childhood crush.
Yeah.
And he got the chance to. And it's like, bruh, you're just as responsible for the baby being here as she is.
Right.
And it is what it is.
It is what it is. All right, next up. So remember a couple episodes ago when I told you that Antonia is my oppressor because she does not watch some of the same shows that I watch? Well, today one of my favorite shows knocked on her front door when Wendy Osefo and her husband Eddie Osefo, they got arrested for charges of fraud. There's about they were charged like it's like 16 charges.
I wouldn't know why they were both kind of smiling in those mugshots.
Cause I feel
like he's smirking. He's like,
I feel like it's not really what it seems. Because I mean, okay, so
no, go ahead. Like they got the same shirt on, I think.
Oh, so okay, if you're familiar with Wendy from Real Housewives of Potomac, she is a professor at Johns Hopkins. She has been a CNN correspondent. She also has like her own show. She's had Kamala Harris on her show. Like she's a pretty, established woman. And then Eddie, her husband, is a lawyer. I don't know his resume, but he also
a lawyer for now.
Yeah, he's an attorney, but he also has a brand that he started from the show called Happy Eddie, and it is a cannabis line. But TMZ broke the story. It says the Real Housewives of Potomac star is facing 16 charges, including 7 felonies for allegedly making false/misleading info, fraud in excess of $300. So she's also facing 1 misdemeanor count of making a false statement to an officer. So pretty much what they're saying is that back a couple months ago, their house got broken into. And then when it was time to report everything that was stolen, it was about $450,000 of personal property that was lost. But then I guess when whoever was investigating, the both of them have been seen with some of the items that they said were reported stolen. Now, what they're saying what happened, which doesn't make sense because it says that she was seen with some of these items, and then it also says that some of these items that they reported had already been like taken back to the store and had been like fully refunded. So like they're saying two things: that one, she still has some of those items. Two, they were refunded back to a store.
It could be some, not all, for both.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not all, but like that there's some.
Because then they say that one was like a ring that she wore in
like
an Instagram picture.
Yeah, like a diamond.
She can't find it, or maybe she bought something similar. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like maybe she bought something similar. Like, you know, these Nigerians are really gaudy, especially these DMV Nigerians. They don't. Oh my goodness. And I mean, shit, they got money. So my thing was, the reason why I was like, maybe it's just not true, because I'm like, maybe she got a bag and then got a new one. Like she make good money on the show, and off the show. Her husband, he's opened like 3 properties up for his cannabis line. Like they making money. So I'm just like, do they really need to be returning stuff back to a store? Maybe they do. I don't know them. However, good job, Wendy. Any housewife that goes to jail is iconic.
Is hilarious.
I mean, if it's not a violent crime, I don't care. I genuinely.
There's something to be said about that.
Like, if it's not a violent crime,
you didn't hurt anyone.
Like, you didn't hurt anybody. You lied. Yeah. And niggas lie every day.
It was a victimless crime.
It's a victim.
Some would say
it's a victimless. It doesn't affect anybody besides herself.
The bank.
Fuck the bank.
I know. F the bank.
Fuck the bank. Like, I mean, it's a victimless crime. If she can get off, she's an iconic housewife forever.
Yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. They clearly felt like they had enough to make an arrest, which doesn't necessarily mean like anything is going to come from it. But yeah, I guess if she's able to show that, like, you know, we purchased this stuff after, which would be pretty easy. You know, you have receipts, you have bank statements and stuff like that. Do you think they did it?
No, I think there's like some type of miscommunication or something like that. And honestly, I'm just saying that based off of their pictures, and I just don't think they will really put their careers
just based off their pictures.
They're smiling. I'll put the picture in. I'm just like, this look like people who are very confident in the fact that, like, they about to get
it's
off.
Like, y'all tripping. Oh, y'all messed up.
Yeah, like, y'all really fucked up. So it's just like, I don't know. And then these are also very established, like, people. Like, she don't play. Like, her whole entire personality is the fact that, like, she has 4 degrees. I'm not really ready to, like, bank on the fact that, like, oh yeah, I risked my entire, like, career on $450,000 when she makes more than that in, like, an episode.
Off those facts alone, I don't know, because, you know, some people do crazy things
shit,
for the thrill of it.
Yeah, for the thrill, absolutely.
I wonder what my mugshot would look like. Would I try looking distressed or sexy?
I would put on red lipstick. I always keep red lipstick on me first thing. I mean, I always keep red lipstick on me in case I ever get arrested. Because I want to have it in my mugshot.
Why?
Because that's pretty. Red lipstick looks really good on me.
Period.
Yeah. If it ever blows up, I can always post it. I'll look cute. Yeah. That's literally the reason. I have red lipstick in my purse for this very reason. I don't go nowhere without it. In case
I'm glad I know that about you now.
It says a rep from Dr. Wendy Osefo and her husband Edward Osefo are back home safely with their family and in good spirits. They are grateful for the outpouring of concern and support from friends, fans, and colleagues. So they're fine.
Someone actually earlier today was asking if he can have his bar license revoked because of this. If he is found guilty to have done this, yes. Hells yeah, actually, because there's this little thing called character and fitness, and fraud. Oh my gosh, you get caught doing fraud, they're taking that bar license from you immediately. Immediately, he will no longer be able to practice as an attorney at all. Like that's actually crazy. It's so funny. Someone actually even asked that, but I guess y'all don't know about character and fitness. But yeah.
There was a video that went viral of a young woman talking about how, or she stated that, yes, I am smarter than you because of my degree. And then there was a little back and forth on the internet because people were like, oh, you're not smarter than someone just because you got a degree, because they can read the same books that you read and blah, 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 blah. And I just want to say right here, right now, no, I am smarter than you because I got a degree. I'm not smarter than you in everything, but in what I got my degree in, if I think, okay, what I got my degree in and the way that I frame my degree, yes, somebody can be like smarter than me, but here is the thing about college, right? You can read all the books that you want to, but college allows for you to be around a group of people who are, maybe y'all are not in the same age group, but you are all learning about the same thing around the same time. So you have the same like frame of perspective. You all get to talk about it. You get to debate amongst each other, share perspectives. And while all of you are doing this, there's an expert who is also saying, hey, maybe frame it this way, don't frame it this way. Like your professors usually are like also experts in their field. They're not just your high school teacher who like just simply like shows up, grades your paper. Like they live that life in that career field, and then they come into the classroom as an expert in their field. And then like they watch these people who are also learning and debating amongst each other and swapping ideas and new perspectives, and then say like, hey, maybe not this, maybe you should read this article, maybe you should read this book. Like there is something happening in college that you don't get when you are just a person by yourself reading a book. Like, yeah, you can go on an online forum, but who's to say that that person is like reading anything that's credible? Like maybe you're reading,
exactly.
Like maybe you're reading credible sources, but then like the people that you talk to on these online forums or whoever you surrounded yourself by who also don't have degrees, maybe these people are just picking stuff up from like Wikipedia or whatever Reddit blog that they can find. Yeah. There is a level of like certainty that you have when you go through a university or college and get a degree.
Yeah, I do feel like reading isn't enough. That doesn't mean that you're taking from the material what necessarily should be taken.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think there's definitely like different ways to measure like intelligence, and not all information is accessible to you just from Googling something or going to your local library. It makes me think about that woman I spoke about her on here before, who's not a lawyer, and that's like her whole shtick, where her videos start with, "I'm not a lawyer, but," and she'll tell you about a case. And I will say, like, I think she does some surface level research. I also think like she's kind of just telling you what's going on.
What she read from an article.
Yeah, what she read from an article, what she read from the court case. But there's like certain stuff when it comes to like how you should and could read a case when it comes to like knowing about precedent. Not saying that she don't know nothing, but like knowing about precedent and how to apply that. And just because she could read a motion, and those motions are being written by attorneys who have their client's interest at the back of their mind. So they're writing persuasively. So while she could read something and be like, this sounds like, because even attorneys do sometimes. Oh, this sounds right. But it's like, until you get that motion back from the other party, you're like, wait, this sounds right. So she wouldn't necessarily have the information to like necessarily know how to like, what word am I looking for? Not define, but essentially just her knowing like what is being embellished, what is fact, what's not being said, those things like that. So, and all, like you're saying, like you can't just open a book and know everything on it. Like there is certain teaching that comes with being in college that shouldn't be dismissed. Like people shouldn't be comparing like the woman who does those TikToks to an actual attorney.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Lawyer, yeah.
Even though there's some attorneys that are idiots, but
also the other reason why I want to stress like the importance of a degree is because I'm doing it also to be a little extreme, because you absolutely can be smarter than someone that has like a degree, and I feel like it is possible. It is not impossible. It is possible. But we've taken the significance away from degrees and just been like, oh, you can just read a book. You can just watch a YouTube video. You can go to YouTube University.
Yeah.
And that's why we have flat earthers. That's why we have people. That's
Yes.
why we have people that
Because you're gonna
want
find what you're looking for.
whatever you're looking for on the internet. Like you'll find, and you can frame a question and be like, "Is the sky green?" Now you have like these like the Google AI tools, but like you'll find an article that says actually,
Yeah.
factually speaking, the sky is green, and it can be false.
Or like those we talked about those articles before that was like bathing is unnecessary, and how people are like, it was a Harvard study, and then you actually look at the document and what it's saying and who is saying it and what specifically they said, and it's like, if you don't have the ability to like,
spot a false source,
go through that,
an unreliable
then
source,
you're just not gonna know anything.
Also, if you
or be led in the wrong direction.
Yeah, and it's also like you cannot debate facts. Facts are actually not debatable, but like in the current time that we are in, everybody wants to debate
everything.
Facts, and it's because there is so much access to knowledge.
Yeah.
Fake knowledge, real knowledge. You as someone can go on the internet. We're going to use the sky is green example. You can go on the internet, look for it. Is the sky actually green? There'll be an article that says the sky is green, and here are all of the reasons why the sky is green. And if you are someone who truly wants to believe that the sky is green, you're going to take that and run with it. And what you'll be repeating back to the next person trying to prove to them that the sky is actually green is false. It's like when these flat earthers say that like, oh, the earth is flat, and then around the barrier is this ice wall. That's just simply not true. Like, it's just not, it's literally just not true. Or I'll even use Terrence Howard as an example. Like Terrence Howard, the dude from Empire, the dad from Empire, he is damn near beefing with Neil deGrasse Tyson, the astrophysicist, because his crazy ass has decided that like he knows everything about the Pythagorean theorem and these conjugal waves. I don't know what he's talking about. But the biggest thing that he's been debating is that like 1 times 1, there's no such thing as like 1 times 1 because you can't multiply the 1 by itself because it fails to meet the meaning of the term multiply. Some bullshit like that. And it's just like,
gosh.
and like he just, and it's just crazy. Like you cannot debate facts. Like you just cannot debate facts. But when you have people who are so dead set on believing that everything that they've been told is wrong from these big evil people in suits or the man, the people in power, then everything that these people say is going to become like debatable.
But it's crazy because you would think that this only occurs or mostly occurs in stuff like science and math, things that can get really complicated that people don't understand. No, history, like people will literally debate history, and it's like to a certain degree we don't know everything. People fill in the blanks of stuff. How did the pyramids get here? Whatever. An alien? You think it's an alien? Okay. Anyway,
and like you were saying, it really isn't just like something as simple as like, you know, math, science, technology,
quantum
like
physics.
Yeah, like quantum physics. It's like we've decided that one person is so good at something and that like they should then begin to talk about everything else. Like we decide that like, because when you have a degree, you're an expert in whatever you got a degree in, or you're becoming an expert in whatever you got a degree in. But you can't then, if you got your degree in mathematics, you can't then go and debate art history with someone. Well, you can, because you can learn about it, but like we want to take somebody, you can't just take somebody who has a degree or who knows one, you know, this one special subject about something. Like I'll use Shannon Sharpe as an example. He's an athlete. Why the fuck did we make Shannon Sharpe a journalist?
This actually brings me to like really connects to a point that I feel like I have been thinking about, where it's the as a pandemic that's coming out here. People be like, as a nurse, child who grew up in the 90s, as a this, you have this one, you're not, yes, you're a child that grew up in the 90s, but you are who grew up in the 90s. Yeah. And you're like making these generalizations about stuff. Or someone was like, oh, as a former violinist or something like that. I know that da-da-da-da. You know about your experience and maybe the ones of your friends, but that's still a small sample size.
Yeah.
I don't know everything about every single person from DC, even though I grew up in DC.
Yeah.
I can't say, oh, as someone, that's I just hate the as a or as someone, that whole thing, because people think it gives them the right that their that their personal experience is so much
is the experience
that they can talk about a wide range of subjects.
I actually got into an argument with some girl on TikTok about that, because when I shared like the whole thing about like how DC streets are set up, like, you know, alphabetically or whatever, she was like, oh, I can tell you're not from DC because they ain't never taught us that. They literally teach you that in DC history. My DC history teacher taught me that, and I was like, just because your dumbass didn't pay attention to class, I mean,
exactly,
I didn't. Like, girl, what are you talking about?
People's experience is the experience, and they're also idiots.
Yeah.
So I just hate that. As soon as I get it on TikTok and people are like, oh, as someone who blah blah blah, but it's like what you're saying doesn't necessarily give you the validity to talk like extensively about a certain subject.
You know what else that made me think about? Going piggybacking off of that. You know, we have this like epidemic of people like diagnosing other people on the internet.
Yes.
And I genuinely think it is because of the rise of therapy. Just because you go to therapy doesn't mean that you can now be a therapist. Like, you've learned all these new terms from your therapist and like, you know what these things look like.
Yeah.
But when people are on the internet giving you very small glimpse into their life or even TV shows, you can't then go and diagnose them. You are not a licensed clinician. Like, you can't go around diagnosing.
Y'all are calling people narcissists. I remember one of my friends, I was talking about Love Island, and she was commenting on my videos, and she was like, Ace is a narcissist, he's da-da-da. I'm like, skirt. Let's take some steps back real quick. This is getting very weird and parasocial. Yeah. You do not know this man to say that he is a narcissist. You need to calm down. And she was like, yeah, no, you're right.
Because I feel like now with the whole like idea that people, you know, with the access to knowledge, when people do want to get into the whole like, I don't know, becoming an expert of whatever field it is, I feel like it's for a social status, just so that way they can be in new rooms, new areas, but it's not for the actual value of education. You don't actually value education.
You just want to talk. And
you just want to talk. Right.
You know what this actually reminds me of is how I think we've gone too far in, oh, I don't need to explain this to you. I don't need, like, the people with the knowledge being like, oh, I'm not going to explain this to you. And I feel like it started when people be like talk about race, and it's like, you like, just go look it up. I don't need to explain this to you. And it's like, no, y'all need to be explaining stuff to people. Like, if you really actually have the knowledge.
I remember during the pandemic, and they were like, oh, I'm not explaining.
It's not my job.
It is.
It's like,
it is, especially when it comes to your community. It is absolutely.
And it's like, there's so much misinformation. You're telling someone, oh, you need to go look it up. And it's like, okay, but is that them doing their due diligence? I don't think you need to answer everybody's question about everything. I also believe in gatekeeping certain information. Yeah. We don't need to explain the Sexy So Long song to people out here.
Yeah.
But like, you can't, like, I'm not even you can't, but like, this is the reason we're here, because nobody want to explain anything. You're telling people to just Google stuff, and they Google wrong stuff, and now they don't know nothing.
Yeah. And that's anti-intellectualism for you. Like, people have decided that they no longer trust us. I honestly feel like it is. Can I say something kind of mean?
Please do.
Okay, I think that like these people on the internet who typically are kind of like these anti-intellectualists that like say dumb shit or like debate facts are people who were bullied by AP and honor students. I genuinely think
AP and honor students bullying people? Yes.
Kinda. Yeah. Kind of. Yeah. Y'all are a little mean. I wasn't. I was friends with everybody in school. Like,
me too. I don't look down on people.
Yeah, I don't look down on people because, I mean, everybody can, we all get in the same
and there's stuff I don't know. So that would be so stupid.
That's my spiel on anti-intellectualism.
Yeah.
Guys,
don't be like that, y'all.
Go to school.
Yes.
Speaking of school.
Teachers are bringing back that was a good one. Teachers are bringing back the coppers into the class.
Okay, so there was a video that went viral of a teacher, she was making a video addressing her entire class saying, hey, someone stole my belonging. It was a Funko Pop. Me and Aunt have both seen like different prices. I think anywhere from like $100 to like $300. We don't know how much it costs. It's a Hello Kitty Funko Pop. People say it's pretty valuable though. She asked her students like, hey, if you took it, I'm giving you the opportunity to give it back now. And then she ended up, the students ended up not pressing. They ended up not approaching the desk, giving it back. So she ended up, filing a report, right?
Yes.
And to that, I just have to say, shame on you. My very first thought, because when I checked the comments, I was like, oh,
people were praising it.
This is not a safe space. Because I was like,
I'm in enemy territory.
Because my first thought was, why would you bring something that valuable to work around students? Like,
I don't think she knew how valuable
kids.
it was, but even still, it's like
she knew how valuable it was because she bought it. Those things are expensive.
No, she didn't buy it. A student, that one of her past students gave it to her.
She should have took it home if she really cared about it.
Like, I think from years ago, the student from years ago gave it to her.
I don't keep anything over $50 or under. I don't keep anything over $20 in my car.
It's like, put the responsibility on you. Because I'm a type of person, if I don't want something taken, whatever, I'm not going to have it on me. Of course, people can see that as victim blaming, da-da-da. No, you work in a high school with kids whose frontal lobes aren't developed.
It's a kid teenage toy. It's targeted.
Yeah.
They are the target audience for that damn toy.
And it's like, should you be able to be doing this? Yes. No one's saying like, oh, the world, we want everything to be like a perfect world or whatever. But I just don't like how she approached the students.
In the video, she said, I think I know who took it. So maybe she does have an idea. Like, it was on her desk at one point. Then there was a student in the class. She turned it back and then like after that, I don't know. There could be a many of reasons as to why she feel like she knows.
I wonder why. If it's based off like logic or I think this student because of whatever I think about the past of this student, which also isn't necessarily fair.
Yeah.
Because she's not seeing the whole picture. Like it could have been a dare. It could have been anything. But I think for her, also assuming that she works, her students are Black.
To escalate it to that point, of filing a report rather than just going to the principal, because I remember there were times I can't remember what happened, but there were times where I had principals or deans come into the classroom and lock the classroom down. We couldn't go nowhere. I don't remember for what. I don't remember if it was because a teacher was missing something, if because a student was missing something, or whatever reason it was. Maybe we were just misbehaving, but your principal can come in the classroom, shut the classroom down.
You know what I think it is? Leave. I think she got a battery put in her back by social media. Yeah. Like, she posted that it was missing. I'm pretty sure people in the comments were like, file a police report, do this, do that. And that like really charged her up to do it. Because it's like, why would you do that? And there's people in the comments talking about if they're old enough to steal, they're old enough for da-da-da. And it's like, no. We talk about not like what life looks like beyond like relying on the police for like, justice and stuff, like a post. I don't know what the term is right now, but we can't have that. Y'all doing dumb shit like this. Yeah. Like to get the police involved. That's insane. People don't even want police involved in all matters. Like even if somebody is wild who has mental health issues, the police aren't right for every situation.
Your toy is missing. Now you're about to have a bunch of students involved with the police.
Even if it doesn't necessarily escalate, in order for the police to like act on that report, they would have to in some way come to school, investigate, talk to the students, whatever. They're probably not going to go that far, but still, like, you're subjecting them to that when you, like I said, you don't know who took it. You don't know if it was a janitor, another teacher, people planning to prank on you, whatever. And I just feel like if it turns out that it wasn't one of her students, I don't think she'll tell us. I don't think
I don't think we're gonna get an update on it at all. Yeah, because then if something happens and she then, because there's no good way to go from this, because if she truly filed the report and it really got escalated to as far as going to the police, they came in, they found the student that has it, and now they have to follow through with whatever report was. You have to then admit that you got a student arrested for your dumbass toy. Exactly. And that is a fucked up thing to do to a child.
Yeah, but this is really also an example of how y'all know law and order trying to stop the spread of misinformation. We're seeing people post that the woman filed criminal or pressed criminal charges against her student or students. That is not what happened. She doesn't have anyone to press the charges on because she doesn't know who took it. Y'all took filing of a police report
and escalated it to
escalated pressing criminal charges. Like, those aren't the same thing at all. It's just crazy how like people can really take what you said and spin it into a twister.
Yeah, because also what happens is like when you truly don't know something and you try to reword it in another way or make it into like more simple or plain language, and then you've completely like misinterpreted it.
Yeah. Who knows how far she'll go?
Right.
She's gonna go to the police academy. She's gonna come back, read her own report, investigate the students, and get justice. Who knows? But the reason why I put this last thing on here is because I was thinking about the mugshots. Have you seen GloRilla's mugshot? And people are like, oh, they feel like she was trying too hard to be sexy. I thought she was just high. Like she was like this. Like I don't think she was trying to mug. Like I think she was just high. And that made me think about how people are like, GloRilla's trying to reheat Meg's nachos with the curly hair. And I don't think that at all. I'm like, bro, I think she just liked this outfit. Like when she was at Chris Brown's concert.
Yeah, I mean, you can only wear your hair but 3-way straight, wavy, curly.
Yeah, so they're like, oh, look at her outfit. She's trying to become.
She was at the Chris Brown concert.
She was. Let's talk about the Chris Brown concert real quick.
Boo, losers. Sorry.
He has been in DC for 40 days and 40 nights.
He has. I'm sorry.
But no, like, it's actually been so disappointing to see.
It's champ.
Like, y'all singing those early 2000 songs. I'm like, y'all really like this dude? Like,
it's so champ.
I'm just like, it was his TikTok and it was like, just admit that men abusing women is not enough for you to not like someone. And we have just been seeing that, not even the last few years, for all of existence. Like, people still mess with R. Kelly. Still, like, I'm still going to play his music songs at my wedding.
I was on my For You page the other day, and I heard several R. Kelly songs, and I was like, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
I was like...
I think people, like, try to be like, well, he's not dead. Never mind.
No, he's in jail.
I was about to say, well, he's dead, so he can't get... That's not R. Kelly, my bad. Not my bad to R. Kelly, but...
Yeah.
Yeah,
like, if there's a victim in the crime, I'm totally like, F you to that person.
Because I be thinking about I'm thinking about Chris Brown. To each person that went, if this nigga beats your ass,
you would want people to care.
You would want people to care.
You would want people to care.
But you don't care. And it was people who, I think I made a TikTok about this where I was like, it's people who are mad at Keke Palmer for interviewing Offset that went to the Chris Brown concert.
Why were people mad at Keke Palmer for interviewing Offset?
Because they're trying to equate him to being an abuser. I'm like, just because you're not messing with him for being a cheater and the whole Cardi thing doesn't mean that he's an abuser. Like, because they're trying to say, oh, like Keke was going to interview Jonathan Majors, and so it's like she has this allegiance to losers, is what they're trying to say. And I'm like, you're mad that she's interviewing Offset, which is not the same thing. He also apparently has like a tour and stuff happening, so it makes sense that people are interviewing him. Because then Jennifer Hudson, it came out, she interviewed him, and people are like, oh, so y'all gonna be mad at Jennifer Hudson? I think people just hate Keke Palmer. Yeah. But also, it's like,
Keke Palmer also is a like a victim of like
exactly
violence.
Somebody said, oh, Keke letting everybody tell their side of the story except for her baby daddy, and it was like,
they did do an interview at some point. I don't remember, but I remember when she spoke about the Jonathan Majors interview and why it didn't come out. She said because people were uncomfortable with it.
Exactly, like she had a reason. She took it down.
Yeah, she said, I'm not willing to make it. Never even came out. When she teased it with the trailer, it wasn't even a full trailer. It was just like a post that like the episode was about to come out.
She took it down immediately,
and she never even posted the video. She said she does not strive to make people uncomfortable.
Yeah,
and like
people are like, oh, well, Trey songs and da-da-da. And it's like, oh, y'all just hate Keke. Like, that's it. Like, just say that.
Mind you, he locked her in a well, no, he didn't lock her in a closet. She locked herself in the closet trying to get away from him, which is also another person who I'm like,
really, yeah, him as well. But it's like, to see just so much support for Chris Brown, I'm like, oh, y'all liked him this whole time? I thought we was all on the same
All right,
page.
I thought we was all on the same page.
I thought we was all on the same page. Y'all were listening to that 20, 30, 50, 60 song albums that he been dropping?
I actually have really close friends that went.
Me too.
I have like super duper close friends. Like,
and I'm
girl
like,
I literally consider my sister, but I'm like,
yeah.
I'm sorry, I just don't care.
It's like, it's been so disheartening. And I'm like, bro, if R. Kelly ever got out and he did a concert, I know some of y'all bitches would be there. But you know what's funny? The people who, like, it's some people doing it shamelessly. It's some people only posting on their close friends that they went. It's like, you know you wrong. You know you wrong. You know you ain't need to be at that man concert.
Girl, anybody would have asked me to go to a Chris Brown concert. Fuck no, hang up on you. Not in the mood. No.
Like what? How could you do that in good conscience? Like, but they just don't care. They just don't care. People are like, well, Rihanna forgave him. I will never get those images. I didn't. I will never get those images out of my head.
I'll never get the words out of my head. Reading that actual report.
Yeah.
And then everything that he did to Karrueche.
Yeah.
He fucked her up.
And even that, have you seen that woman who posted about like Shay's Gemini and like Chris Brown? Like, okay, well, yeah, that's a whole other thing as well. And it's like, bro, it's only a matter of time before it happens again.
And then I remember he was like, he started a fight with like Frank Ocean, and then like Frank Ocean fought his security guard, and Frank Ocean whipped it ass.
Period, Frank.
All right, guys.
We hope you enjoyed this time.
We've enjoyed talking to you guys. Yeah. It's been fun. It's been a pleasure. We love you guys so much.
So much.
Like the episode, repo. If you like a clip and you see it, go ahead and screenshot it and post it. Don't take it out of context though.
Exactly, because then things will get weird.
And we will fight you. I really might just fight you. Like,
yeah, like that admin wanted her students to do in the thing.
Literally. All right though. All right.